Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Chicken Police, Paint It Red. We are back and we're going to be doing our first little bit of questioning in this game. So we've got Deborah here. She's told us a little bit about the crime that's taken place and now we've got some questions for her. So let's jump in and let's see if we can potentially do quite well on this, because we did an LA Noir, but don't expect anything good from me, guys. Please.
So this is the part where the interrogation comes. Like in those detective movies.
Sort of, yeah.
Something like that, Deborah. Yes.
So let's do the interrogation. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. Okay, subject John Doe. Fellow is rather suspicious. I need to concentrate on that. Detective meter. Okay. He is suspicious. I am suspicious. Why are you suspicious? Gather impressions from the suspect. Every impression adds a new question line. Okay, so we get an impression that gives us questions. Detective meter is your best friend. It shows how well the questioning is going. Keep it on the positive side. Okay. We can do that, right?
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I can scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Okay. Okay, who exactly are... Right, so let's read the little subject thing. So it's Deborah Ibanez. Focus, I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. Okay, so that's just what it said before. So what exactly are you, ma'am? Or who exactly are you?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
Okay.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Okay. New personal info, new clue. New impression, doubtful. Okay, can we access those things from here? So we have two questions here. You're not very confident, are you sure you're alright? And tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Ah, Calavera. Flowerville, maybe. So can we... How do we access... Or does it just do it there? Let's ask the top question and see how that goes. We've sort of got to learn the mechanics of this a bit.
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes, excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
Breaking into
that's
the
fair enough.
apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
It's just
You're
a playful
right.
joke.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, that was bad then. Tell me, what's your star sign? Did you come alone all by yourself? Okay, so that was a bad question to choose. So we don't get to ask both questions. We've got to choose the right one. Okay, interesting. So do we go for sort of like trying to be friendly rather than probing? Let's try that.
Tell me, what's your star sign, sweetheart?
My what? My star sign? I don't see how that's relevant.
I like to be unpredictable sometimes. It's an old detective thing. Just answer the question, please. You'll understand everything in time.
All right. The dancer. The answer is the dancer.
The dancer? Ah, I see. Thank you. This could be useful later on.
If you say so.
We do say so. Okay, that was also not a good thing to do, it turns out. We're not making a good start to this one, are we? Okay, let's do this top one. This seems the most friendly here.
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
Right, so
A
who's the
message in
mistress?
itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Okay, we got that back then. Do you even know what you want? Were you born and raised in Clawville? Why did you come visit me? Why not your employer herself? Okay. So, let's ask a bit more about her, I guess.
Were you born and raised in Clawville?
Why do you ask?
I couldn't think of anything better.
It's a bit of a
Well,
weak
I'm not
response.
from around here. I'm from
Where what is?
Ah,
Grassmore, of course. You just asked.
Oh, that. Don't worry about it. I'm not interested.
Huh. Do you like to play with other animals?
Oh, for the wild ones. Am I that transparent?
I'm afraid so.
Well, I'm a little rusty, it seems. Let's change the subject, shall we?
yeah, we're not doing very well in this, did we? Right, let's ask about the employer then.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
Okay, Natasha Katzenko.
How so?
New person.
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere.
Yeah, finally getting
We've
somewhere.
avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Okay. So there's something being hidden. What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me? How did you get this address? I'm not sure it's intentional, but are you toying with me? What do you want from me? So we're still sort of level, I guess, with the sort of detective meter and stuff. So what do you want from me? What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet? I don't think that one's good. Sure no, not that one. Let's ask what she wants. Why she's here.
What do you want from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself out loud.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Okay, but
Did she also give you the lockpick?
yeah, see, there's something else going on, isn't there?
Please, could you let this go? I'm really embarrassed.
Sorry, sweetheart. I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven.
That's very nice of you.
It has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome.
Alright, that was good then. So, don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious? Have you ever felt truly vulnerable? Let's go for the suspicious one. That feels like the right line.
Don't
there.
you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
We're getting there, we're getting there. Alright, if you won't come clean, what's the point in all this? Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all? The top one seems a little bit forceful. And it says on the right that, you know, Deborah is hiding something. So let's go for this one.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Yeah, but that doesn't explain why we should believe
Should
you.
that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer.
Okay. Okay, that was the right question again then. So, we've only got one left. Be honest and tell me what you are so afraid of. So we've sort of recovered it a little bit now, I think. The first interrogation thing in LA Noire went terribly anyway, so
be honest and
onwards
tell
and
me
upwards.
what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him.
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Oh,
Exactly.
that changes things.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Yeah, that makes it a little difficult. Right, questions asked 10. Focus accuracy 60%. Decent cop, 4 out of 5 stars. I'll take it to start with. Okay, that's how you do it, partner. Not quite like old times, but you still got it. The old rooster still remembers some tricks, eh? Important clue. The employer, Natasha's current significant other, is the infamous gangster, Ibn Wessler. That makes things a little bit dangerous for us, doesn't it? But yeah, 4 out of 5 I'll start with. That's a decent start, I think. Okay, clues. The mysterious messenger, Miss Deborah Ibanez's employer, is a certain Miss Natasha Katzenko. The employer, Natasha's current significant other, is the infamous gangster who looks like some sort of mouse or rat. Right. People. We've also unlocked a little bit of a profile here. Cat. Remarkably green eyes, and she is definitely in trouble. So am I. Okay, so she's been receiving the threats. So could it be tied to the gangster, perhaps? He's a rat. Okay. Good-looking, charismatic, and a clucking gangster. One of the most well-known gangsters in Clawville. Real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner, distiller, smuggler, and information broker. And that's only the half of what I've heard about him. He has his dirty little paws everywhere in the city's underworld. Alright, so, interesting. We also got a bit about Grassmoor. Grassmoor is a savannah country that had been one of the colonies of Clawville for 2 centuries before gaining its freedom in 792. Grassmoor is mostly inhabited by peaceful, herbivore animals of exotic species. Nice. Right, so what do we do now? Can we talk to her again?
Legs that go on for days. Deep, dark eyes. Silky skin and voice. You're in big trouble, pal.
Right, so we've done that before. So, is there anything else we can say to her?
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints. You know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555 111.
Good one.
Please.
To remember.
Take a look at this.
Well, okay.
Ooh, what is it?
Let's see.
Looks like he's about to pull a gun out. What do we have? What's she giving us? Ooh, what's this?
I know
can we...
Molly
Oh, there we go.
very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
Why didn't we get... Wait, there was something else there. Oh, just N, okay.
Mo-
Right, so...
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall, with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland?
Yes?
Santino, are you all right?
Yeah, just having a
What
moment.
the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Ah, so she obviously knows more about us than we
Oh,
thought.
of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail.
Don't play innocent with me.
But
I'm not sure she knows about it, though.
All right. When can I visit?
visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you
All right,
tell
so do
me
we have to
she's
go there?
not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
Yeah, it doesn't add up, does it?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Ah,
Judging by
okay.
the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Yep.
Exactly. How did you know?
Not our first rodeo.
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
You
I'll
too.
talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Hey, it's a bunny rabbit. So we've got to go to this club then, the Tsar Club. Okay, Natasha must know my wife Molly from somewhere. Perhaps she has very good informants. Yeah, so there's something funny going on here. Lewis. An old friend of mine. He's stuttering heavily when he talks. Lewis is the owner of the once reputable Atlas Hotel and a good friend of mine. At the moment, he's my landlord. It's only the two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories and he gladly helps me whenever I ask him. Lewis's number is 555 932. So I wonder if we have to ring that then to get him to take Deborah home. Quite possibly. But that's where we're going to leave it, guys, for this one. I think we did an okay job on that first interrogation. 4 stars out of 5 is decent, but yeah, I need to get my detective hat back on from the old LA Noir days, don't I? A bit rusty, it seems. Sonny isn't the only one who's a bit rusty, but that does it for this episode. So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne and Nate, for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. It really does help YouTube push this out to more people who'd like to watch it and people who'd like to join our little point and click community that we're building here. And I'll see you all next time.